save T'Challa. We need a recast. Chat would agree, and I truly believe that. Stories untold. I pray that we get to unfold. Don't kill him. We don't need to see that. A black man is king. I think that is crucial. If not for the grown-ups, the kids should move you. Representation, let it multiply. Stop telling the stories how legacies die. We can explore the world of Wakanda by addition and not replacement. 1.3 billion. How was that? And I'm making a statement. Being pigeonholed to a role that there could be only one is deflating. Man, it's a mindset that ain't died yet, cause the lack of seeing our faces. Shuri can be the queen of the nation. Women should feast, we want elevation. Now wouldn't it be dope if they rose up together without doing something as cold as erasing them? We got respect for Ryan and Nate. They doing their best, they stuck in the middle, but I hope they think about what is at stake. Don't rush it, but please let the saga continue. Doubling down on Black Death is a trope we no longer want to handle. Wakanda forever, T'Challa forever. It's never been about the mantle. What is we saying? This ain't about Phantom and getting my way. It's all for the love, it's not for the hate. No matter what people are trying to say, recast T'Challa. Recast T'Challa.
So, a black Captain America, huh?
Damn right. We built this country. Bled for it. I'm not gonna let anybody tell me I can't fight for it. Not after what everybody before me went through.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hello out there. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing fine. Happy Sunday. I hope that you are having a great day today. And thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. Joining me for another episode of Just My Opinion. Movie News Roundup edition. Come on into the room. Give me that thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And again, guys, I mean, it's always flattering, even if it's just one or two people that before I start the show, you guys are already in the comment section, just saying hello to me, saying hello to each other, and just talking about how excited you are to join me to discuss some entertainment news, some movie news, and all that good stuff. So keep on giving me that thumbs up. You know, I hope you besides today, I hope you had a great weekend. I hope that you got everything done, your clothes washed, your food put away, your food prepped, laundry done. I just hope that you are nice and relaxed and you are prepared for a new week, a great week. Because I know I am. Because this weekend was, well, at least the first half of it was trash to me. It was horrible. It knocked the wind out of me, man. I had a big setback on Friday with my car. Everything is fine now, but just a short version. My car was towed from my carport, and it was not supposed to be. So I got on the phone. I was upset, and they brought my car back because I'm like, hey, you need to bring my car back now. And of course, I wasn't talking as calm as I am right now. But I was like, y'all need to bring my car back. They brought it back in about 2.5 hours. But when they brought it back, the car was damaged. They damaged the bottom of my car. And I had to wait another 24, 25 hours for them to bring somebody else back to fix it. So I couldn't drive that. They dropped it back off damage, and the dude drove off. And I couldn't drive it because it would have made more damage. So I was kind of trapped, and it knocked the wind out of me. So sorry I did not get you guys some reviews, some recaps for Power. I want to let you know my Power Raising Canaan season 2 episode, I think this is 8. I will be going live tomorrow, Monday, 6:00 p.m. CST. I saw the episode already. I just did not have enough time to put together a recap because I was behind and I was annoyed. And so if you want to see me again live, not just now, but you can see me tomorrow, 6 p.m. CST. I will be going live for the latest episode of Power right before Lamont does on his channel. And then you may see me go live again on Thursday for the season finale of She-Hulk, because that was such a fire episode. It was the best episode of the season so far. And so, yeah, a little sucky Friday and Saturday for me, knocked the wind out of me. But hey, I'm here, and it didn't knock me down hard enough to where I could not give you my movie news roundup show today. So again, thank you so much for being here, and I will go ahead and just start shouting you. Oh Lord, this is annoying the crap out of me. The numbers are Watch, I'm trying to mess with this. I'm probably gonna knock the whole sign down. Okay, that was just kind of bothering me right there. But God, we got 41 people watching, 41 thumbs up, I hope. God's child in the building. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you, God's child, for being here. I do appreciate it. Seems like it's been a minute. Also for Cynthia Charles, too. Hey, happy Sunday. How you doing? JMOers. That's what's up. I love it. Cynthia, thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. Brill David, Brandon, my guy. Flex. We need more Young Justice so I can crack up at your reviews. Keep doing your thing, brother. You're going to do great things. I promise you that. Brill, that really means the world to me. Thank you so much, because I enjoy doing this. And yeah, I'm just going to be updating you guys pretty soon on everything I have going on as well. But thank you, Brill. I appreciate it. ER's grandpa, hi. What's going on, ER's grandpa? Thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate it. Zia Latrice in the building. Zia Latrice, ma'am, thank you so much for being here. OG moderator, thank you so much for the super chat. I do appreciate it.
What a money reside, what a money reside, what a money reside, what a money reside.
Good evening. Please hit that like button and show Brandon some love for all the hard work. If you can, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Zia Latrice, thank you so much, ma'am. I do appreciate it. You work so hard. You're so good in the comment section. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Miss Harper in the building. Hey, what's going on, Miss Harper? What's going on? How you doing? Hey, y'all, I'll be in the chat soon. Well, hey, I'm glad you're here now, later, whenever. Thank you so much, Miss Harper. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. D Stizzle, we live. Yes, we live. D Stizzle, we live. And yes, I owe you a recap on the latest episode of Rings of Power as well. I'm gonna get to it. But thank you, D Stizzle, for being here. Rim 17 in the building. Hey, what's going on, Rims? Thank you for being here. I do appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We also got Jasmine W. Hey, Brandon in chat. What's going on? William Johnson. What's good, everybody? What's good, everyone? What's going on? What's going on? Frantic World in the building. What's up, Brandon in chat? Hey, what's going on? Stephen Lawless. Hello, everyone. Hello. Thank you, thank you. Islamic's Way Live. I'm worried we won't see T'Challa at all. If you're speaking about Wakanda forever, we most likely won't, but I think that we will see him in the future. I have a good feelings about it. I do. But thank you so much for being here. We got Rabia Yamazawa. Shout out Toek. What's going on? Thank you so much for being here. Plot Thick. What's up? You back? I'm glad you're back. What's going on? Thank you for being here. Kala Kale. What's up? Hey, everybody. How you doing? Thank you so much for being here. Also have a super sticker from Rabia Yamazawa. I'm sorry for butchering your name, but thank you so much.
Yes!
For the $3 super sticker. I really do appreciate it. Shout out to all Recast Tchalla, especially Recast Flash. I definitely agree with you there. Thank you so much. King of Dreams 91, new to the channel. I love your reviews and live. Well, King of Dreams, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And welcome to the channel, man. I do this every week, and I'm glad that you're able to join the family. I appreciate you. Dan C, what's going on? What's going on? Dan the man for the win. What's up? What's going on? And that is it right there. I still say I think I've been following this channel since around 2016. Well, that's what's up, man. Your OG right there. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. I started this channel many moons ago. The growth is going kind of slow right now. I'm crawling, but hey, I'm still got more than I did yesterday. So Jessica Lynn, hey, what's going on? What's up, Suburban Jones? What's going on? Thank you for being here. Well, guys, I guess I can go ahead and get started. And again, I want to thank all of you so much for being here, and welcome to the Movie News Roundup show number 79. I'm coming to you live right now on YouTube at Just My Opinion Reviews YouTube.com/Just My Opinion Reviews. Sorry about that. Also, Twitch.com/Just My Opinion Reviews. I still do not have my Facebook. If any experts out there can help me get my access back, I really appreciate it. Email me. That information is in the description box of this video. Also, guys, if you would like to follow me on social media, Twitter and also Instagram, you can follow me. My handle is on the screen right there. Also, guys, I am not just doing video on YouTube and Twitch. I also have audio-only podcasts. So make sure you just check out the podcast on buzzsprout.com. There is a link to that in the description box of this video. And I am on every podcast, every audio outlet right here that you see on the screen. We got Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Amazon, your pick. You know, I'm all over the place. So whether you want video or audio, that will be there for you. And it's not just my Movie News Roundup show that will be audio available. It will be all spoiler reviews and also some movie reviews as well every once in a while, especially if they're longer. So make sure you download those. I'm just trying to spread across as much as I possibly can on as many platforms as I can. And also, guys, if you are interested in everything that we're going to be discussing today, that information is going to be in the description box of this video as well, with their respecting links. Now, I did send out the email. I don't know if anyone is going to join me today, but just in case, I'm going to put out the call. Mr. Ron Burgundy, I do need your help, sir.
If I'm going to do this, I'll need my news team at my side. News team, assemble! News team, assemble!
All right, Ron Burgundy, I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. And guys, actually, before we move on to the first topic, I do have another super chat right here that I want to go ahead and grab from Mr. Sam. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it.
What a money reside, what a money reside, what a money reside, what a money reside.
And actually, I don't know if that's Mr. Sim. I said Mr. It could be a Mrs. So my bad. But thank you. Hey. Thanks for the space. Be happy. Experience the live chat tonight. Thank you so much, Sim. I do really appreciate that. And before we get started, to all my lovely moderators out there, please. Protect the chat as best as you can. And we have 58 people watching right now. Hopefully we can get up to 100, and we got 48 thumbs up right now. Hopefully, can we get 2 more? Can we get to 50? But guys, let's go ahead and move on to the first topic of the day. You see the background. You see the banner at the bottom of the screen. This is coming from the Hollywood Reporter, something that I'm really looking forward to because of the writers we have now, and also the titular character, who is going to be Mr. Jamie Foxx. Hollywood Reporter, topic number 1. Spawn movie finds new writer with Joker, Captain America 4 scribes, and they have the exclusive. And again, guys, if you are watching this via live or in the replay, there is a link down to this article in the description box below for you to read at your own leisure. And it goes on to say that Blumhouse Spawn movie is getting a new jolt of creative energy, with the film based on Todd McFarlane's comic book character, adding a trio of writers. Jokers Scott Silver's Falcon and the Winter Soldier Malcolm Spellman and Rising scribe Matt Mixon are teaming up on a new script for the feature, which has been in development at Blumhouse since 2007. Jamie Foxx, yes, I'm a big fan, remains attached to the star as the anti-hero who was first introduced in the comics in 1992, with McFarlane among the film's producers. McFarlane had been eyeing the director's chair and wrote a previous draft of the script, but the comic book writer and the artist acknowledges he may not be the right person to direct, particularly now that some of the highest profile writers in the comic book movie space are involved. And guys, I could not agree with that more myself. Now, I am a big fan of Spawn. Let me stop lying. I'm not a big fan of Spawn. I'm a fan of Spawn. When I was in elementary or junior high, there was a childhood friend of mine. What was his name? Marcus. And his father was a really big Spawn fan. And I remember us watching the animated either movie or HBO series, and it was just a hard R. Black dude. It's just like, I ain't never seen nothing like this before. These type of powers. It wasn't like the Fantastic Four, Blade, or X-Men or anything like this. This was just ridiculously violent. And I was intrigued by it. I wasn't just drawn in, but I remember it being put on my radar at that time. And of course, we had the 1997 movie, which was not a good movie at all. It got 17% on Rotten Tomatoes, 36% audience score. It did not make no money either. I mean, goodness gracious, the budget was 40 million. Worldwide, it made 87 million. And of course, this is the film that we're talking about with that starred Michael Jai White. But this gentleman right here is Malcolm Spellman. He was the writer on The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, one of the Disney Plus shows that I did happen to enjoy. And a lot of people didn't, in the crew and just out there in the world. But I enjoyed Falcon and the Winter Soldier. It wasn't perfect, but he's also going to be attached to the new Captain America 4 New World Order. So that does get me excited. Now, this new cat, Matt, what is his name? Matt Mixon. He's new. Never heard of him before. But if we scroll down just a little bit here, Mixon came up in the world of documentaries, and him, the 2017 music doc Yesterday Was Everything, about the hardcore band Misery Signals reuniting 10 years after their debut album. The writer is rep by manager Hella High Water. And then it just kind of goes on to talk about the Spine comic and adaptation right there. But if we got an A-list actor, an A-list producer, A-list writers, then you do want to shoot for A-list directors, A-list cinematographers. McFarlane tells The Hollywood Reporter. The answer is, of course, let's keep the momentum going. So as I was just speaking on, besides I was talking about how bad the 97 movie came out, Seth MacFarlane is the originator of Spawn. If I'm incorrect, correct me if I'm wrong, please. But he's not like a filmmaker. And he's been trying to have creative control over this whole production since Jump. And a lot of people was like, okay, man, I feel you. But look, you can do what you want to do. But yeah, if you pay for it, we flipping the bill over here. We paying for it. If we paying for it, we get to do what we want to do with our money. Completely understand. And there's always been a disconnect there. Jamie Foxx, like we said, is attached. But I do agree that this is a great idea. Here we go right here. This is a great idea to get A-list talent to be behind the director's chair and the cinematographers and the writers, like they said. So I am happy that this is still in development. I am happy that Jamie Foxx is still attached, and so as well as Seth MacFarlane. But I am proud that they're getting A-list talent behind the scenes to put this together, because I don't want this to fail. I don't think anybody else out there wants this to fail either. Spellman notes that Spawn holds a special place for him. And actually, before let me show you Spellman. This is Spellman, Malcolm Spellman, the brother, and Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Bel Air producer. Let's just look at his filmography real quick. Producer on Bel Air, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Hip Hop Undercover. So he into some black stuff, comic book stuff too. Captain America: New World Order, Bel Air, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Empire. And I was lucky enough to interview on my channel. I was. So if you want to go check that out, there's an interview on my channel. You can go look at that. But let's get into his commentary on this Spawn. I grew up in Berkeley, which is a comic book city. Todd McFarlane Spawn's character was always one of my favorites. A black superhero that was no bullshit. He was cool and dealt with modern issues, says Spellman in a statement. Myself, Matt Mixon, and Scott Silver are pledged to honoring what Todd started and what Spawn is, and at core delivering something that's relevant and edgy and unlike any other superhero movie out there. That's what's up right there. I mean, I love to hear it. It sounds good to me. Like Nancy said, long development. So you guys just sound off in that comment section, sound off in the chat. Let me know how you are feeling about this, because I am very, very curious, because I do want this to pop off and be good, because I am a fan, slight fan of this property. Todd McFarlane has been trying to get this new film popping since the 90s. That is very, very true, D Stizzle. Hopefully, he can do it right now, since he has new writers. Zia Latricia out 17%. That's for that 97 movie. Kyla K, I like the 97 Spawn movie. I mean, it's a guilty pleasure for me. It is a guilty pleasure for me. AMBW channel, what's going on? I love Falcon and the Winter Soldier. If the same team for that is behind Cal 4, I'm all in. That's what's up. Plot thick. Blumhouse has been missing the mark lately. Spawn. What is that? IDTS? I don't think so. Is that what that means? Let me know. Let me know. I read the comics, seen the film in theaters. Wasn't that good, but the HBO series is good. That's true. That's true. What's going on, Tamika? What's going on? Hey, thank you for being here. Y'all thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Let's see here. Let's see. Frantic World. I hope we get the Spawn movie soon and not too late. I agree. I agree. I agree. Zia Latrice, I'm optimistic. I hope it's good. Thank you for being optimistic. I hope it's good too. I hope it's good too. AMBW channel 30 years from now, Todd McFarlane's corpse will be pre-recorded message saying the movie is still in development. That's funny. That's funny. I could actually see that happening. I hope not, but that's funny. Thank you for that AMBW channel. Eric Shaw, what up, man? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? And let me make sure I got all of these comments. So yeah, I think I did. But yeah, guys, whether you're watching this via live or on the replay, let me know what you think about this, that they're still in development. Jamie Foxx still involved, and we got 3 new writers attached to this. So, you know, hopefully this thing can pan out and be a raving success, because I know that's what we all want. I know it. And we are going to speak all of this into existence. But now, guys, let's go ahead and move on over to topic number 2. And I forgot all about this movie. I really did. But I'm glad they're coming out with another sequel, because you can make 10 of these movies. I mean, if you wanted to. I mean, there's always going to be a threat in the world. Somebody is trying to overtake it and, you know, rule with their ideals of supremacy and whatnot. But let me not get too carried away and bring it back down to earth. This is topic number 2. Coming from Deadline, Sylvester Stallone will not give up. Lionsgate Expendables 4 has a release date. I have this from Deadline and also MovieWeb.com. The Expendables 4 gets a fall 2023 release date. And again, guys, if you're watching this via live or in the replay, there's a link down to this article in the description box below for you to read at your own leisure. Let me know if you're a fan of the Expendables or not. Let's get into this. Lionsgate has finally given the Expendables 4 an official premiere date. A release date has finally been announced for Expendables 4, September 22nd of 2023. It may face some stiff competition as Warner Brothers also scheduled an unnamed DC movie to premiere on that same date. Now, Scott Waugh is going to direct Expendables 4 using a screenplay by Spencer Cohen and Max Adams. Now, who is Stephen Waugh? This is him right here. I've never heard of him before. Let me know if you have. Well, let's scroll down and look at what he's done. Act of Valor, Need for Speed, 6 Below, Miracle, and Triple X. So that says stunts, but let's get a little bit more specific. So he's only directed 6 titles, a documentary short. Now, I did see Act of Valor and I did see Need for Speed. That was some time ago, 2012, 2014, my early days. I didn't even have a YouTube channel in 2012. I didn't start that till 2013. I think I remember. No, I was still doing written reviews because I started that in 2009. But I remember both. I think Act of Valor was good. Need for Speed was entertaining, but I don't think it was. I think it was stupid, but visually lovely. I could be wrong. It could be great. Matter of fact, let's just go ahead and see what Need for Speed did on the Rotten Tomatoes. Crap in the pants. Didn't nobody like it. Damn. The audience and the critics didn't like it. Okay, so 22%. All right. Everybody has a bad day at the office. You know what I'm saying? What did Act of Valor do? Let's see what Act of Valor did. You know, Act of. I wasn't even going to look at this part. Matter of fact, I wasn't even going to play the. Oh, goodness gracious. Well, and I do remember back. I mean, you know, this don't matter, but at least all right. What y'all think of this so far? But anyway, let's go back to Scott Waugh. The film produced by Kevin Templeton Lee, Weston, and I can't even say Yariv Lerner, reprising their roles from previous films of Jason Statham, Sylvester Stallone, Randy Couture, and Dolph Lundgren. Newcomers include Curtis 50 Cent Jackson, Megan Fox, Tony Jaa, Andy Garcia, and Iko Uwais. Now, we know Tony Jaa. He popped up 10, 15 years ago doing the Unbok movies, with the elephants. And also, I don't know what kind of style that was. That was with the elephant style. Also, Iko Uwais, he was in, oh Lord, what is those movies called? The Ray Redemption 1 and 2, with that Salat martial arts style. So a lot of punching and kicking and kneeing and all that. You know what I'm saying? It's going down. It's going down. And so I hope they come out with a Expendables 5 to where they can bring everybody back. Jackie Chan, Chuck Norris, Jet Li. Let's bring John Clive Van Damme back in there as well, because he was in part 2. He can be like the lost triplet or the lost quadruplet that comes back. If y'all seen Double Impact, I'm just being silly. But yeah, so everybody's not coming back. Only 4 of the original Expendables. But then again, we have these newcomers. I do want to see 50 Cent in this. Megan Fox, okay. I'm not a fan, but that is some eye candy. I'm not going to lie. She was cute in Transformers. Tony Jaa, he going to kick some ass. Iko Uwais going to kick some ass. And Andy Garcia, he's cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm not tripping on that. Now, we have an official description of the Expendables 4 as follows. I mean, what do we think this description going to be? Bad guys trying to take over the world. The last line of defense going to come say today. Let's see what it says. Armed with every, let me make that bigger. Armed with every weapon they can get their hands on and the skills to use them, the Expendables are the world's last line of defense and the team that gets called when all other options are off the table. But new team members with new styles and tactics are going to give new blood a whole new meaning. Hey, why the hell not? You know what I'm saying? I just want to see somebody get their ass kicked, and I'm pretty sure that's going to happen. I mean, of course, I want a plot that makes sense too, but let me read some more. One noticeable change with the Expendables 4 is that there aren't quite as many stars from the previous films that are back on board for this new movie. And I'm going to comment on that in a second. Randy Couture recently spoke with what does that say? I did not even mean to click it. Interview. Let me get out of here. About the film, and the toll role actor commented on the mixed returning stars along with the new blood. Obviously, there's only 4 old expendable characters left, and that's me, Dolph Lundgren, and Jason Statham and Sylvester Stallone, he said. So we added a whole new influx of new people. 50 Cent, who I've worked with before and have a lot of respect for. Megan Fox, which was nice to meet somebody new. Andy Garcia, who I've been a big fan of forever and has done some amazing work in the film industry. Yes. So it was really fun to get to see him work and be around him. Iko Uwais, who plays a villain in the new film, I didn't know that, also commented on what it felt like joining the franchise with established action movie veterans. Per Oak Zone, the actor explains how much he valued the experience that his co-stars brought to the table and that it only added to their collaboration. Experience is very valuable for me to share a frame with senior players who have a lot of experience. There are a lot of new things that we share. There are a lot of things that we share, what we think about them beyond expectations, we said. The wait will last just under 1 more year as Expendables 4 will hit theaters on September 22nd of 2023. Guys, that's just right at a year away. That is just at almost a year away. And if you're watching this via live or on the replay, hey, there's a link down to that in the description box for you to read at your own leisure. What's going on, Chill Spot? Happy Sunday, everybody. Running late, but I am present. Yes, you are. You're okay. You're not late. You're right on time. And just as I'm getting into these comments about Expendables 4, I see that we have 100 people watching. Do we have 100 thumbs up? We do not. We only have 73. Can we please get 100 thumbs up? Please, please, please. I would really appreciate it. Didn't you review Need for Speed? I think I did. I can't remember. I have to look that up. Let me check that out real quick if I did review Need for Speed or not. I don't think I did. Need for Speed. Oh man, look at that. 8 years ago. My goodness gracious. with Brother Malcolm. This was a long time ago. When was this exactly? March 20th, 2014. Man, 81 views. I remember them days you put up a movie review, then nobody watch them. That was a long time ago. Thank you for the reminders here. Thank you. I appreciate it. D Stizzle, the film was okay, but I'd rather play those video games. Right. I got you. Soto, Active Valley is top-notch SEAL movie. Military was mad because a little bit too much info was exposed. Really? That kind of makes me want to go back and watch it. Thank you for that. Dan C, the need for speed was garbage. Are you laughing at Rims? Well, thank you, Dan C. I appreciate it. I forgot what's up, Young Nine? I forgot Need for Speed was even a movie. Right. Yeah. ER's grandpa critics, what do they know? Well, I don't know. They know some things sometime. They know some things sometime. Rims, I forgot Need for Speed was even a movie. Right. Need for Speed. Oh, what's going on? Need for Speed was underrated. Yeah. You mean the video game or the movie? Let me know. Tony Rim 17 loves Tony Jaa. That's what's up. Let's see here. Suburbia Jones. I don't like the way he treated Wesley Snipes. You can take all of the Transporter movies and every one of Jason Statham fight scenes, and none of them compare to Blade 1 or 2. I don't know about that one, Suburbia. I mean, of course I like the hand-to-hand fighting in Blade, but the Transporter movies was pretty dope as well. You know, I'm not saying it's better than Blade, but you know, they're in the same. You know, to me, I don't like the way he treated Wesley Snipes. Who you don't like the way who treated Wesley Snipes? I must have been something that's flying over my head. But thank you for Suburbia. I do appreciate it. Jet Li looking hella old now. He'll hurt himself. I hope not. Hopefully, you know, he's okay. Let's see here. Don't know if Jason Statham can do an American accent, but if he can, he'd be a good Lex Luthor. Are you just saying that because he's bald? I don't know. Let me see. I don't think I can see Jason Statham being Lex. I don't think I want that right there. Y'all let me know. Y'all want to see Jason Statham be Lex Luthor? How did the Expendables movies do at the box office? I'm glad you asked. Let's check that out right here. So the first Expendables, this is Rotten Tomatoes, 42%, 64% audience at the box office, $80 million budget, $274 million worldwide. So that's pretty good. It made a profit. I mean, it just didn't make buku monies, but it made enough money to where the studio was like, hey, we may have something here. Let's make another one. And I thought the first Expendables movie was okay. But let's see what number 2 did. It was much better. 67. It went from 42 to 64 to 67. Let's see how much money it made. $314 million worldwide with $100 million budget. So about the same amount of, profit, 3 times the budget, of course. 100 times 3 is 300. So that made 3 times the budget worldwide. And so that's cool right there. And this is, what's that? 8 times 3 is 24. So that's profitable as well. And so let's see what the third one did. 31.48. It went from 67 to 31.48. And I did not like this one. I did not. Hey, Mama Avery, how you doing? Hey. I love you so much. Thank you for being here. Let's see what it made. Oh, 214 million worldwide, and they don't even list the budget. So it was not as profitable or lost some money. It definitely lost money if they went up on the budget. And so who told me to was that UD Stizzle? Or who told me to look that up? Yes, Dan C. Thank you. I already had the stuff ready to go. You know what I'm saying? We here. And so are y'all excited about this? Yeah, let me know. I'm so happy too. Well, I watched 3 films, so I might go watch it. I ain't mad at you. Tamika's Den. I don't need another Expendables. I guess I could watch Bootleg if I'm bored. LOL. That's what's up. Let's see here. Sylvester Stallone. So when did was Wesley Snipes in another Expendables movie? Because I don't remember. Jason Statham is pretty damn good in the fight scene department. He really is. He added his own little thing to it, try to make it new. But yeah, guys, it's in the description box below. This is from Deadline and also movieweb.com that Expendables 4 is now getting a release date. And so if you're happy about this, let me know in the comment section if you're excited that we're going to be getting an Expendables movie next year. That seems like it is just about right around the corner. I'm here for it. Hopefully they can end this franchise with a bang, if they're going to end it at 4. But hey, like I said earlier, they need to do it with 5 and try to bring back as many people as possible. But now, guys, let's go ahead and move on to the next topic. It has to do with Marvel. Can y'all hit a 1 in the chat if you're ready to talk about some Marvel? I appreciate it. Hit a 1 in the chat, and then we can go ahead and get this started and move on to this Marvel. If not, we can just sit here and stare at my pretty face all day. All right. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back now to the Marvel edition of the show. Does not mean that everything that we're going to be discussing from now on is going to be Marvel, but a large portion of it is. Of course, we have that DC news that we got to talk about too. You see it in the thumbnail, you see it in the title, you see it in the description. But now it's time for Marvel. And this is topic number 3. Topic number three. Coming from Deadline, Avengers Secret Wars, Michael Waldron tapped to pen upcoming installment for Marvel Studios. Dun-dun-dun. What could it be? God, Avengers Secret Wars. My goodness gracious. If you're watching this via live on the replay, there's a link down to this article in the description box below for you to read at your own leisure. Y'all, look at this picture of this man. Does he look confident to you to tackle Avengers Secret Wars? He kind of like, oh, well, I guess I got the job. I'll do my best. I don't know. But let's get into this. They have the exclusive. Following the success of Loki and Doctor Strange, really, in the Multiverse of Madness, Michael Waldron looks to be in line for another high-profile Marvel property. As sources tell Deadline, he is set to write Avengers Secret Wars for Marvel Studios. Deadline recently broke that Jeff Loveless was on board to write Avengers The Kang Dynasty, following the news that Daniel Destin Cretton would direct Kang Dynasty for Marvel Studios, and now both films have locked up their writers. Insiders add that Secret Wars will have its own director, though it's assumed that all parties will be in touch while the films are in development. You're damn skippy. You should be. Man, Marvel Studios President Feige is producing, as we do know. Now, I don't know. I mean, there's a little bit more information on the insiders and all that good stuff. Marvel has no comment on the Waldron news. Like the Kang Dynasty plot details are being kept under wraps, Avengers Secret Wars was part of a massive unveiling of future phases of the Marvel Cinematic Universe this past summer at San Diego Comic-Con. Insiders say meetings for the job took place last month, and while a number of writers met, many believe Waldron was the front runner given how much trust the studio had in the writer. Waldron has been on the road with the studio during the past year, starting with last year's hit Loki series Disney Plus. Waldron served as exec producer on showrun of the series, which also was popular, and it became one of few Marvel series to receive a second season renewal. I only really say that because it was early, in the MCU and Disney Plus. But what do y'all think about this, man? Are y'all excited about this? Eric Shaw, he wrote a Loki TV show. Yes, he did. Why are y'all laughing? I shan't judge a book by its cover. I got you. I got you. I don't know, man. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think about this. I'm very, very curious. I'm very, very curious. I am very, 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 very curious.
Finally, a worthy opponent. Our battle will be legendary.
Well, guys, you know what that means. I got a guest backstage. Who is it? Who do you think it is that can help me discuss this Marvel news? Well, let's find out. Coming to the stage.
You call. I'm gonna clean you out again.
Welcome, I'm Lando Calrissian. I'm the administrator of this facility.
Wookiees stand out in the crowd. It's good to see you too, old buddy.
We had each other.
Hold on, Chewie.
Elliot with movie. What's going on, my brother? How you doing?
Good, man. How we doing today?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. Just breaking this movie news down for all the lovely fans out there. How you doing today?
Good, man. You know, we made it another week, B. It's time for a new week. We had a little Atlanta chat earlier today, and we getting ready for them Dragons tonight, my friend.
Yes, we are getting ready for those Dragons. I need to catch my behind up, my brother. I still haven't even finished episode 7.
And you sitting here watching Lord of the Rings? I ain't watching House of the Dragon.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I'm gonna get caught up by tomorrow and try to skim through the recaps and all that stuff, But y'all, your boy Elliot right here with Movie Files is a grand master in the coverage of House of the Dragons on YouTube. I mean, he does like all these shorts, videos, recaps, lives, watch alongs, all that good stuff. That's just something that you can catch if you go on this channel. Why don't you tell everybody else what else they can get if they subscribe to you as well, Elliot?
Yeah, man. Well, hey, listen, B, it's always a pleasure to chat with you about the latest movie and TV news. This is my sports centers of the week, man. He keeps me up to date with all the news, so it's always great to catch up with you in your chat, man. But as far as my channel goes, B, it's a little bit of everything, man. As far as a variety of reviews with movie and TV shows, as you mentioned, House of Dragon, it's the best TV show on TV right now. Sorry, Lord of the Rings, Lord of Powers. The power is
Lord of Powers.
Lord of Power, yeah, it's Lord of Powers, Lord of Rings, Rings of Power. HBO right now is killing him, but yeah, we talk about that weekly. House of the Dragon. We talk Marvel with She-Hulk. We talk horror movies. Right now is my favorite time of the year, ladies and gentlemen. So you'll see a lot of horror in the last week or so with Hellraiser, most recently Werewolf by Night, and we got Halloween this week, and so many more things, as well as Netflix just dropped their Midnight Club. So movie reviews, TV reviews, live streams, little short videos. I mean, you name it, man. We have a good time over there.
Already. Y'all, again, his information is in the description box of this video, and he's out there right there on my channel tab as well. I don't know. I'm not going to rush through the topics, but if we do end extremely early, I may have to pick your brain about She-Hulk and Werewolf by Night for 5 minutes, but, we'll see. We'll play that by ear. But I do want to ask you, man, Avengers Secret Wars has a writer, Marco Waldron.
Yeah.
This is the guy right here.
Would you say, hi guys, thank you for the job.
Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna do my best. He wrote Loki, and also Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. I remember we was all over the moon excited for Multiverse of Madness. Yeah, wasn't a bad movie, but it could have been better. Right. And I remember hating episode 3 of Loki so bad it made me not like the whole show.
Was that the train episode with him and
Lamentis? It was Lamentis.
It was on that planet.
God, it was trash. But how are you feeling about this, man? Does it make you happy? Does it make you upset? Or are you somewhere in the middle?
I'm pretty excited because even though I know you said low key, episode 3 was your least favorite episode. That's my favorite Disney Plus series so far. And it makes sense that they would bring bring him back, because if you all remember, spoiler alert for those that haven't watched Loki, but he was the first to introduce He Who Remains, which is a variant of Kang. So it makes sense they would have that connective tissue as someone to introduce this character. And then you just mentioned Multiverse of Madness. That was really the first time Marvel has dove into the multiverse. So it seems like they're working with someone that has introduced the big bad in a previous TV show, and you're working with someone that's also explored more of the multiverse. So he seems to be their guy to kind of really dive deeper into what this phase 5 of Marvel, the multiverse saga, is going to be giving us. And I know he's done things with Rick and Morty, which I know is another time travel type of show that has a lot of different worlds and ideas and stuff like that. So I think even though Multiverse of Madness didn't work for everyone, I think they have the right guy for the job. And we all know it's a committee over at Marvel, so I would imagine, you know, he'll have his script and they might have some people brush it up and come in, you know, to kind of give some more things for the film. But I'm pretty confident in his work so far, and I look forward to see what he does with this Kang Dynasty, man.
Okay, well, Elliot, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. You're giving me some hope.
We're hopeful, man. We're hopeful, man.
Yeah, I want the best of the best for this. And
Yeah,
I don't watch Rick and Morty, but I've heard nothing but good things. It's been recommended to me.
Yeah,
you know, because I'm a random, silly, goofy guy. I laugh at my own jokes, and I hear that it's nothing but stupid, random fun.
Yeah.
And so if you're praising Rick and Morty and he's a part of that, then you know, hey, that does give me, you know, some confidence, because I'm not. When I heard this, I was just kind of like, you know. So I don't know.
Hopeful, man. I think of the guys that did Infinity War and Endgame, Christopher, and I can't think of the other guy's name, but you know, they also did the Thor film, Thor
Marcus,
World.
right.
And you know, as you mentioned with your last topic with the Expendables, you know, people have their highs and their lows, but I think Kevin Feige has enough faith in him that he can bring us an epic film, at least hopefully.
Okay, well, cool, man, cool. Thank you for that, Elliot. I do appreciate it. That's why I have you here. But guys, let us know what you think. Does this gentleman, Mr. Michael Waldron, that's tapping the right Avengers Secret Wars, that was also attached to Loki, Multiverse of Madness, and Rick and Morty, if you're excited about this, you somewhere in the middle, or you're upset, let us know, let us know, let us know. And again, there's a link to this article in the description box below for you to read at your own leisure. What's going on, Jared? What's going on? What's going on? Well, guys, now let's go ahead and move on to topic number 4, one of our most anticipated films of the year, talking about that Black Panther Wakanda Forever.
Yeah, man.
And yes, one of the main stars in the movie, Mr. Winston Duke, had some commentary about possibly recasting the character of T'Challa with the unfortunate passing of Chadwick Boseman. This is topic number 4, and I have this from themovieweb.com. Black Panther Wakanda Forever star Winston Duke comments on recasting T'Challa. The role played by Chadwick Boseman in Black Panther in the MCU has not been recast for the sequel. This was an interview that he did with Jamel Hill on Twitter, and she did post this. I'm going to go ahead and play this for you guys. Please hit a 1 in the chat if you can hear this. Or Elliot, give me the thumbs up. Here we go.
I am of the opinion they should recast T'Challa. How do you feel about potentially that?
I think for this iteration of Black Panther, it's very hard for me to like really comment on something like that, because you know I'm of the mind that this is Chadwick's role. Chadwick created this, and Black Panther wouldn't be the same without Chadwick Boseman, who stood for the things that he stood for. When you cast a person, you're also casting their experiences, you're casting their politics, you're casting all these things. Black Panther was heavily defined by the actor that did it, in my opinion. So I feel that as is, and the decision that's been made to keep T'Challa, Chadwick Boseman's T'Challa, is one that has a lot of nobility in it. But you also have to, there's a level of trust that I think we should all have for a comic book world. For a comic book world that has multiple dimensions and parallel dimensions and multiple stories and possible futures and possible reimaginations in the past, and just multiple universes that they're actually experimenting with. So I feel my level of trust is that the medium can support a diversity of interpretations that can actually make us all happy.
All right. And sorry about that, guys. Apparently the audio was kind of janky. There's a driver that I'm gonna have to update on my computer, but we have it right here as well. I'm not gonna reread it, but again, there's a link to this in the description box below. And I don't even think that was a whole interview. I think she asked some questions like, I think Rams, you said that in the comment section, like she asked, which one do you think is better? But like Black Panther 1 or Black Panther 2. But Elliot, this is how I feel about his response.
Yeah.
I think given the position that he's in, and he's under contract, and this movie is about to come out next month, I think he gave the perfect answer. And this is why I feel that way. First, he said, I don't feel comfortable talking about it. Well, of course you don't. You don't want to say anything that's going to go against the grain and mess up the I'm sorry, y'all. Something fell in my room. Mess up the momentum, of the franchise. It'd be different if the movie was coming out 8 months from now. It's coming out next month. So, he don't want to just see Winston Duke said this. And if you're not going to recast, no ticket, boycott. He's not trying to get people like that riled up. But he also says that this role was identified by Chadwick. And a lot of us, do feel that way. But he also came through just saying, hey, but this is comic books. And in my interpretation, anything is possible. He kind of gave that, Kevin Feige answer. So I besides the follow-up questions that Jamil had, she kept it kind of short and sweet. That's the way I like his answer. I mean, he's trying to please everybody. And so it was kind of hard, but what can he do? What can he say? I'm just happy that, of course, he's not going to say anything or reveal anything, but he's just leaving the door open, for our imagination. But how do you feel about this? Do you interpret the same or completely different than myself?
No, I definitely agree with a lot of your sentiments there. And I think one of the things that I've come into realize with not only Winston Duke, but a lot of the cast and, of course, Ryan Coogler and Nate Moore, that they do feel, I know he mentioned a keyword, and in his opinion, he feels like as far as an actor goes, that Chadwick embodied who T'Challa was, which in a lot of that, definitely agree with him. But when he brings into, and this is his whole philosophy as him as an actor, and I can't, disagree with him because that's just his opinion. But when he said that when you hire an actor, you're embracing who they are, their politics, their beliefs, and all, that's where I'm like, that's not true. Because if we see Winston Duke play a serial killer in the future, are you saying you're a killer in your free time, or Ezra Miller, all the shenanigans he's doing? Are we saying that Warner Brothers is hiring him because they believe in his beliefs? That clearly is not the case. So I don't agree with those sentiments because you're an actor, you're hired to play someone that you're not in your day-to-day life. Now, of course, there's some layover, there's things you can relate to in the characters you play, but you're paid to play another actor or another character, and in this case, a fictional character that has a lot of weight and a lot of importance to a lot of us. So I don't necessarily agree with that, but again, that's his opinion. But then again, when he kind of wrapped up the comments with, hey, there are multiverses, there's magic, there's, time stones and so many various different things. Who knows what the future may hold, which is definitely a lot of a better response than when Nate Moore said a couple years ago that we are no longer, T'Challa will no longer be a part of the 616, which is another kind of, opening that door that it may be another T'Challa from another universe coming into the MCU. So we'll see what the future holds with that. But like I said, the biggest thing for me is it seems like a lot of the cast members, the crew, director, producers really, really felt, and again, to each their own, they really felt that Chadwick, this is his role. This is his character that he built, from a live action perspective, bringing Black Panther to the big screen for the first time, that no one should, recast the character. But as time goes by, as they, recognize and realize, as Eman points out a lot, I know you bring up in your videos a lot, that Chadwick Boseman was never an actor that wanted you to see him. He wanted you to see the character that he was portraying. For characters can last forever, and other people have different interpretations and different ways to play the character. So again, it's tough, man. I don't envy these actors and people that are being asked these questions, because it is very tough for them to bring this up and to be asked for the last 2 years, and they're going to be asked about it when it's out, when this, after it's out, it's going to be continuously brought up. So I don't envy them at all. It's definitely a tough position to be put in, but I'm hopeful, man, that things will change when it comes to bringing that character back and giving us the stories from Tchalla, that there's so much more to explore with this character. So
yes, like 11,000 stories.
Yeah, so much.
However, I agree with a lot of what you said, but not everything. I'm gonna push back a little bit. I'm gonna push back.
Let's hear it, man.
I can't believe I forgot to bring this up because it was so important to me. I actually do agree with him to a degree when he said when you're casting a role, you're like it's somebody's identity and their politics and everything. Not all the time though. Because yes, you do make a good point to where if you're playing a murderer or a rapist, of course you don't have that mindset.
Right.
Me personally, I don't ever think I could accept those roles. But he did go on to say that he could never play a gay man or a transgender person. He feels like that's wrong. That I don't think he said this part. I think he meant it as far as like he feels that should go to if a gay person should play a gay role or a transgender person should play a transgender role. But the reason why I agree is because, and I say it applies in some situations, like let's say what is something I'm looking forward to the most? Captain America for a New World Order.
Right.
The role that Anthony Mackie is playing, it identifies with me personally. You know, this is something real. Racism in America in real life is the same thing in the comic book. He's playing a Black American character. Anthony Mackie is a Black American. I am a Black American. Part of our fight is for reparations. I don't think. I've never heard Mackie say this, but I would assume that he agrees with that, and the character of Falcon would agree with that as well. And so that just, the character believes that, and also the actor believes that in real life. Even goes back to Judas and the Black Messiah with Fred Hampton. You know, I was really upset that Daniel Kaluuya took on the role. Now he still did a great job in the role because people always say it doesn't matter. I mean, you know, as long as they do a great job in the role. I gave the movie like a 9 or a 9.5 out of 10. So no one can say that I was biased and just mad and gave it a crap grade. But Daniel Kaluuya says that he's tired of talking about race. He doesn't want to talk about it. He's tired of telling white people how to fight racism. I would love to answer that question. And my thing was like, why are you taking on this role about race if you don't want to talk about it? That's a contradiction. The role he's playing does not line up with his identity, his ideology, you know, his philosophy, his politics. And so that's, I don't know, that just kind of resonated with me when Winston Duke linked it up, talking about when you're casting somebody, it's not, in some cases, they're not just, you know, taking on a role, they're taking on something they believe in, whether it's politics, their religion, spirituality.
But what about, you know, when you brought that up, I just thought of Letitia Wright. And a lot of the stuff, her pushback with a lot of not politics per se, but you know, some of the stuff that came out with her last year, or you know, I wonder what Wilson Duke would say about the Shuri, you know, align with some of the beliefs that, you know, Letitia Wright has.
Maybe. I don't think Shuri would. I don't even want to open that. So you kind of like asking me, what are Wakandan to take vaccines or something?
Well, I'm just saying, like when he brought up, you know, Chadwick had a lot of sensibilities as T'Challa, you know, and just like I said, as far as his philosophy of how actors embody their roles, I don't know if Shuri would have similar beliefs as a, you know, Letitia Wright for some of the comments that she's have said and some of the stuff that she's tweeted out there in the last few years, which we know we haven't really gotten a response from her on her.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying, but we don't have anything to go off of. I don't know if Shuri would agree with Letitia Wright or not.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, all I'm thinking off the top of my head was she was skeptical about the vaccine and things that she wanted to put in her body. I don't think, now I could be wrong. I don't think she made any untrue statements. Okay, like, hey, if you take this, you're going to turn into a lizard person or just something outlandish. I don't know. But I think she was just, you know, skeptical about it and was just like, you know, I don't trust this. And so I don't know, Shuri made me feel that way or not. You know? So I don't know. But you guys let us know what you think. A lot of people in this chat right now are just saying, yeah, he said a whole bunch of nothing. you know, he's on contract and excuse me, all that. And so you guys let us know what you think, if you do agree with me or Elia's commentary or both, and also if you are satisfied or not with the comments from Mr. Winston Duke about the possibility of recasting T'Challa. We would definitely love to know all of your thoughts down below in that comment section. But Elliot, for topic number 5, staying on the topic of Black Panther, of course, everybody is still mourning. You know, it's something that we all have to experience together. It's very unfortunate. But man, like, you can only imagine that how bad it affected the cast and the crew that was behind this production, you know, that dealt with Chadwick Boseman every day.
Yeah.
It almost made this man quit his job forever. And who am I talking about? I'm talking about Ryan Coogler.
Oh, wow.
For topic number 5, this is coming from entertainmentweekly.com. Ryan Coogler almost quit filmmaking after Chadwick Boseman's death. Again, guys, if you're watching this via live on the replay, there's a link down to this article in the description box below for you to read at your own leisure. The Black Panther director admits that he thought about walking away from this business after his friend and star died in 2020. After Chadwick Boseman died in 2020, Black Panther Ryan Coogler wasn't sure whether he wanted to return for a sequel. In fact, he wasn't sure if he wanted to either make another movie again. Damn.
Wow.
EW recently spoke to Coogler for our cover story on Black Panther Wakanda Forever, where he and the cast opened up about returning to set after Boseman's death. After Boseman died in August 2020, after a private bout of colon cancer, Coogler found himself grieving not only the loss of his star, but a close friend. And I have that quote right here. Let's go ahead and see exactly what he said. I was at a point when I was like, I'm walking away from this business, Coogler says. I didn't know if I could make another movie, period, let alone another Black Panther movie, because it hurt a lot. I was like, man, how could I open myself up to feeling like this again? Elliot, man, how does that make you feel when you hear Ryan Coogler say these words to where not only, I mean, I can completely understand that he don't want to, you know, may not want to direct Black Panther 2.
Right.
But no movie ever.
At
like,
all,
I just want to quit. I just don't want to do movies again, man. How does that come across to you?
Man, it just goes to show you, man, that you know, Chadwick Boseman was just such an impactful person that he transcended, you know, the medium in regards to just, you know, actor director relationship. He really and from all accounts, from what Ryan said and with Chad said in the past, this was a very brotherly relationship. So they definitely had, like I said, it wasn't just a work relationship. Hey, you know, it was nice working with you. Hopefully we can work again. This, you can just imagine phone calls, text messages, and not even just like Black Panther related, just everyday conversations. You know, how's the family do? I mean, you could just imagine they were close friends. So that just goes to show again how impactful he was, and especially to Ryan Coogler, who's just man, just a genius on the rise, man. What a great career. And it would have been, like you said, B, it would have been understandable if he said, you know what, guys, I'm going to push it back. Unfortunately, I'm going to step away from the project. Might be executive producer, might come back in the future, but I would have completely understood if he wanted to take a step back for Black Panther 2, and as the article said, maybe never do a Black Panther film. It would have been understandable. And then as far as the career aspect, that's shocking, man, because again, you know, it pretty much says that that relationship that was established with Chadwick, he just probably doesn't want to ever put himself in a position when he has to work with another actor that was so impactful. And if something were to happen, which unfortunately that is part of life, his death, that it really made him reconsider his career. Just means, again, it just speaks so highly to the impact he had with Chad. And I wouldn't have been mad at him if he would have wanted to retire, but I also deep down inside being a big fan of his projects, and I'm not to take anything away from Black Panther. I'm really excited to see what Ryan can do outside of Black Panther too, because I kind of miss that side of his directing sensibilities, you know, the Fruitvale Station of the world and Creeds of the world and whatnot. I'm really excited to see what he can do outside the MCU. But yeah, man, that's shocking to hear. But I'm glad that whatever the strength and resilience and the conversations he's had with his family and his friends came to, you know, say, I got to keep doing this. I got to keep making these stories. I got to keep pushing these narratives out and make his brother proud, and not only for Black Panther, but for other people of color that see him. Again, I think Ryan Coogler's like 35 years old, 36 years old, something like that, man. Just such a 1960. Yeah. So he's 36. He's done so much in his young career, and I think he has so much more to do in the Black Panther world and outside of it. So I'm glad that he did, again, whatever he had to do to step back and say, you know what, I want to push forward, not only for my family, but also for Chad. That's awesome, man. But man, that's sad to hear, man.
Very, very sad to hear, man. And I'm glad you brought it up. I was going to bring up his age, just talking about how young he is. You
Yeah,
know,
man.
dude is younger than me, you know, and he's done his resume is ridiculously flawless, just amazing. So that's just what it sucked if he had to part ways from something, you know, that he's so good at, you know, Fruitvale, Creed. I mean, y'all see it right here. But this article, it says like a little bit more. Both Coogler, let me share it actually. Both Coogler and Marvel Studios President Kevin Feige have reiterated that they never wanted to recast the role of T'Challa. Instead, a different character will take on the mantle of Black Panther Wakanda Forever. It is my job as a filmmaker to do things that I have a personal integrity with, Coogler adds. If I don't believe in what I'm doing, I'm going to have a hard time getting other people to do their best work. I agree. For them to do their best work, they have to believe it. And at the end of the day, the choices we make have to feel truthful to me. When filmmakers make things that don't feel truthful to them, you can feel it. And I will argue that those projects don't have a shot at working. I agree with that. I know other pundits online. No, do what the producers say. No, if the director has to force in a plot point or a character that they don't want, Spider-Man 3, Sam Raimi, it's not going to end up good because they're not passionate about it. And so I hopefully they developed a script for this Wakanda Forever that he was passionate about, that he does believe in at the crew, so that it can be a respectful send-off and a worthy sequel to the 2018 film that changed the world. But yeah, guys, let us know if you have any more commentary on this, what you think about Ryan Coogler possibly stepping away from directing completely because of the death of Chadwick Boseman. Gray, he should have stepped away for a while because it's looking cringe that he felt that way and then went on to do the sequel plus kills off the character his friend portrayed. We don't know if he killed him off, but I understand your concern. Thank you. It also speaks to what kind of filmmaker he is, that he creates families on his sets. Right on. Actors are just not workers to him. I love that. He is close to Killmonger Actor 2 from Fruitvale Station. Bass seeks a champion. Thank you so much for that. Very great comment. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. And let's see. D-Stizzle, no T'Challa, no ticket. Hey, do what you do. Do what you do. It's probably because of the pressure and smut he's getting from fans and how hard it feels doing work after his good friend passed. Agree 100%. Agree 100%. Let's see. Coogler. What's up, Pakufia Bang? Yes, Coogler is a great director and writer. Just hope he reconsiders the importance of the T'Challa and Black Panther franchise. Hashtag recast T'Challa. Right on. Oh my goodness, the Wakanda Forever. Where you been? It's been a minute. What's going on? Yes! Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Make mine Marvel, Disney Plus shows, Avengers Assemble, X-Men, Fantastic Four, and recasting T'Challa. Great news, B. I love it. Wakanda Forever. Right on, Wakanda, the Wakanda Forever. Thank you so much for the super chat and the comment. I do appreciate it. Lawrence, I'm 100% that T'Challa will be recast in Black Panther 3. Marvel has heard our outcry and they will deliver. I'm not 100%, but I'm confident now. Excuse me, especially with the news, the words from Kevin Feige recently. So you guys let us know what you think. We really do appreciate it. And again, if you're watching,
Secret Wars might get a T'Challa before Black Panther.
It might. So we'll see. And let us know what you think down below in that comment section. And we still talking about Wakanda Forever, man. This is some juicy news right here. Wait, am I out of order? With my hold on 1 second. Okay, yeah, I am. Wait, let me okay, yeah, I almost went out of order. All right, so we saw the trailer, Elliot, for Wakanda Forever. And I think everybody pretty much assumed that Shuri is going to be Black Panther. Right. But the actors said that everybody that's speculating that is possibly wrong. Dun dun dun. Do you think they're lying or telling the truth, Elliot? Let's figure it out to God, dog. Before we figure it out, hold on. My goodness gracious, Marcy, thank you.
Oh boy.
Thank you. Man, hold on. Let me do it right. I gotta where we at? We are right here. Marcy, thank you so
come
much
through.
for the $49.99 super sticker. I really do appreciate it. Do you have a lovely comment to go on with that? I don't want to miss it. I'm looking right now, but if you just want to bless the channel like that, I thank you. I appreciate it. That helps out a lot. Helps out a lot. And thank you. What's up, Myra? I appreciate you being here as well. What's going on? But no, again, Marcy, thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate it, and thank you for the super sticker. But yeah, man, let's get into this. This is topic number, I think, 5, coming from the direct.com. MCU actors cast doubts on Shuri becoming the new Black Panther. I don't know, man. To be honest with you, half of me is saying, of course they're gonna say that this is not true. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But at the same time, this image right here, Elliot, we know that we cannot trust these trailers.
No.
You know that they just put stuff in trailers that is just don't ever pop up. I can go. We all know this. I don't even have to go through the examples. I mean, we can still get the same scene right here, Elliot, but it can be a completely different figure. This whole shot right here could have just been for the trailer, so we don't know. Speaking to Elle, Lupita Nyong'o, who played Nakia, reacted to the rampant speculation that Shuri would take on the mantle of Black Panther. We love the speculation. They're not getting all of it right, added co-star Danai Gurira before Nyong'o replied, no, they haven't guessed at it at all.
Wow.
So it could be that Letitia Wright Shuri is not one who will inherit a title from her late brother, or it could be multiple Black Panthers in this movie. Maybe that's true. Speaking of Wright, she says her character Shuri has a lot more responsibilities in the upcoming sequel. She adds, there's a huge maturity to her. It's literally art imitating life because I've grown up so much in the past 2 years. She literally taught me how to process emotion. It's been a beautiful journey sharing that with this woman in this project. There's a theme that following us female empowerment on and off the screen. Elliot, what do you make of this, bro? Do you any weight to this? Any validity? Is it speculation, randomness, smoke and mirrors? What you think?
You know, man, I think there's a little bit of column A, column B. I definitely think Shuri will be in the suit at some point in the film, beginning, middle, and end. Only time will tell in less than a month. But I do think we will be seeing a couple different characters under the mask. And it might be, again, this we don't know the timeline of this film yet, right? Again, I know Eman has brought it up as well as you, as far as and I totally agree with you all. We got to explore at least some of what happened during the blip. We got to know who was, Ramona. What was the threats? What was some of the conflict? Not everyone couldn't have agreed with T'Challa with opening the gates to Wakanda. So there's a little bit. Again, there's a show. Who knows? The show might explore that 5-year gap of Wakanda with their series. But I would imagine we're going to see at least a couple different characters. Now, I don't think, we're going to see. I know people mention Okoye. I don't see her doing that just because of her loyalty with Adora Milaje and what comes with that and what it means to be a Adora Milaje member. I don't know if it will go against the rules and that was established and their her being a Black Panther. I don't see that happening unless it's like last minute, fourth quarter has to be done. Put on the.
You said Okoye?
Yeah. I don't see that happening. And Nakia, it would make sense. She's a war dog. She has the experience. She has the talent. She has the skills. They've been really. If you notice the first 2 trailers, the teaser and now the trailer, she hasn't been shown a lot in the movie so far, which makes me wonder if it is just kind of a smoke and mirrors that they're not giving us a lot of her because she might be someone that might be in the forefront more than what the trailers have given us. Ramona, that one's interesting because if I'm not mistaken from the comics, she was Dora Milaje before she married T'Chaka. So she has, combat experience, and from What If they showed us she can kick some ass in the MCU. So I wonder if she ever donned the suit during that 5-year gap. So we'll see. And hell, it can be someone we haven't even seen in the film yet. Right. They might drop a surprise new character or a character from the comics that hasn't been really brought up in the first Black Panther. So who really knows? But I definitely think we're going to see Shuri. But as I mentioned also, I think we might see a couple more characters in that suit.
Right on, man. I was thinking it could be somebody that we never met before, but I'm thinking that could piss a lot of people off. I don't know. It could be Queen Ramona. What if Angela Bassett puts it on real quick?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That would be interesting. I doubt it though, because we haven't seen her fight.
Right.
The thing is, as far as ability, it would make sense if Okoye or Nakia will put it on, because we've seen them fight. We haven't seen Shuri fight except for the blasters. That's it.
Yeah,
she's smart as hell.
Right.
Not saying that she can't learn anything.
Right.
But I don't know, man. It's up in the air. I mean, the movie's done, and so I'm just ready to see it, man.
Yeah, man. We're literally a month away.
Right. What Rams just says something. Yes, I'm watching all spoiler reviews when it comes out. I know it's selfish, but letting everyone test it before I even decide if I'm watching it on stream, that ain't selfish. Do what you want to do, man.
Yeah.
I would support you.
Yeah.
Elliot, can I count on you for another spoiler review for Wakanda Forever?
Oh, 100%, B. 100%.
Already. Yeah, that's something me, Elliot, and Eman have been accustomed to as of late for our spoiler movie reviews for big titles, and so hopefully you'll get one from us. Also, it was another comment it was a super chat. Wakanda Forever. Thank you for the $5 super chat again. With the multiverse, we can bring back Black Panther and still pay tribute to Chadwick Boseman. I agree. They can do it. Wakanda Forever. Yes. Thank you so much, the Wakanda Forever. I do appreciate it. But y'all, let us know what you think about this, man. From the direct.com, it's links in the description. If you believe them, as far as them saying that all the fan speculation on the latest trailer is not true, and we have not guessed who is going to be the new Black Panther, I seriously doubt it. Trailers lie, actors lie. Spider-Man, No Way Home, they lied about the involvement there. So yeah, it's just a lot of speculation. It's fun, but we're going to finally find out. Was it November the 15th? So
11th.
Yeah, 11th. Oh, the 11th. Man, and Elliot, we still got more to talk about Wakanda Forever, man. There's just so much news for the next topic right here. And this is interesting. I don't know if I want this. Talking about a villain.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what you want. You like that background right there, or this one?
Oh, that one's he's on his throne. Let's do that one, man. Let's do that one.
All right, so guys, we have. Hold on. Let's see here. What topic is this? This is topic number 7 for the day. Trying to get out of here for those dragons. Topic number 7 coming from the Hollywood Reporter. Wakanda Forever leaves door open for a classic villain. The Black Panther sequel is poised to be a mediation on monarchs and could even introduce a Fantastic Four antagonist earlier than expected. Elliot, what the hell are they talking about? And this ain't just some backyardboogie.com website. This is the Hollywood Reporter, Elliot. One of the big top 3.
Big dog.
Yeah, they up there, man. They are up there. So it's just quite interesting that they are speculating for all this mess right here with this news. But let's go ahead and get into this, because I thought Namor was going to be the villain. That's a nice poster. Namor is not the typical comic book antagonist, and the new footage in the trailer goes a length to prove that point, providing glimpses of Namor's Mayan culture, regality, and place among his people that obviously makes him a foil to T'Challa, just as human as driven by duty to his people and his God. With T'Challa gone, Namor is king without peer, which makes his introduction all more interesting. Of course, it's natural to lament the fact that we won't see T'Challa and Namor square off in this movie. Namor's inclusion speaks to Coogler's interest in examining the idea of the throne as a people rather than a person. Also, the poster for the film seems to highlight that this hold on, I don't want to read that part right there. Although Namor is Marvel's very first character debuting in the Marvel Comics 1939 and has been a villain, hero, and an anti-hero, his relationship to Wakanda and Black Panther is a relatively recent one that came to prominence during Christopher Priest's Black Panther that ran all the way to 2003. Since then, other writers like Bendis and so on and so forth. Hold on, where is that? I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on. Where is the part where it's talking about? T'Challa and Namor straddle a line of king and superhero and king anti-hero respectively, but there also exists a third point of comparison. In this same Black Panther run by Priest that introduced the conflict between T'Challa and Namor, a third monarch waged war against the two kingdoms, Dr. Doom. As king and villain, Doom is yet another look at what the thrones means, and in this instance, when it's truly a symbol of self rather than a nation. Yet Doom's Latveria in the comics is a peaceful nation and one which residents have little to worry and aren't even forced to fight the wars of the ruler. No one is broken as Doom, yet by Namor's estimation, does make him a great leader. While purely speculation, Herto's comments about not being the villain and the things of Wakanda Forever, illuminated by the recent trailer, strong suggest that Doom may play a role in the epic clash of nations. Elliot, there's a lot going on with this right here.
Yeah, man.
I mean, we talked about the runtime of Black Panther Wakanda Forever.
Yeah.
It being 2 hours and 41 minutes.
Yep.
Saying that they gotta give the new story, they gotta develop the talk about Chadwick Boseman's death, and you know, introduce Riri Williams, Namor, Talakan, all that. Do you think that they have enough time and space and energy to fill in another villain like this as well?
Yeah,
I don't know. I definitely want to hear your opinion on this.
Yeah.
Here comes a new challenger.
Oh damn. But before I bring it to you, Elliot, we got somebody backstage. We have a new challenger, and I'm gonna give it to you, but I wanted to bring them on. Coming to the stage right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Let our powers combine. Earth, fire,
Wind, water,
By your powers combined, I am Captain Planet.
I'm crying.
It's Mr.
That
Lamont
intro just
Tyson.
makes me cry.
With Get Alive Games, aka the stock market master genius.
What's up, man?
Yeah,
How you doing,
what's
Lamont?
up,
How you
E?
doing, my brother?
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing today, man? Y'all's energy just got me excited. It's such a great time to be a fan of all things entertainment, whether it's sports, movies, TV. And I can't wait to hear what Elliot is going to have to say about them putting everything into Black Panther 2 in almost 3 hours. I can't wait to hear his response on Dr. Doom getting stuck up in there.
All right, I can't wait either. But if you did not know, this is Lamont Tyson with Get a Life Games. His information is in the description as well as on my channel tab. I'm gonna hear from him a second, but right now, Elliot, let us know how you feeling about Dr. Doom possibly being in Wakanda Forever as some villain, since it may not be Namor.
Man, let me tell you something, B, Lamont, and everyone in chat. I think this is 100% going to happen.
Really?
Wow. Yeah, I mean, it just makes so much sense on so many levels. Number one, the fact that this is concluding phase 4 speaks a lot. You know, this isn't a throwaway film. You know, we'll see you next year type of thing. You know, this is, as Kevin Feige has been, for multiple reasons, the biggest film they've done to date. Number one, in honor of Chadwick Boseman. Number two, following up to one of the biggest successful films they've ever made. And number three, capping off this phase 4, which has been very, very inconsistent. So I think without it, and also we talked about it earlier, Secret Wars. They have to, you can't just, you know, when Fantastic Four come out in 2025, just introduce Dr. Doom there. They have to build the seeds, because after Kang ends his dynasty, we have to have the Secret Wars. So I think that this is a great placement. I don't think we're going to see, I think we're going to see him in two ways in this film. I think he's going to be mentioned in the scene in which we have the United Nations and we see Angela Bassett talking about, we hear the whispers and all that stuff. I think it's going to be, Liberia is going to be like somewhere in there. I don't think we're going to see him in person, but I think it's going to be a representative from his nation representing them during that time. And I think the perfect placement is to have him in the post-credit scene, revealing himself as the big bad that ignited this war between Wakanda and Talakan, if I'm not mistaken. I think he will be the one that had orchestrated this whole thing behind the scenes, setting up Doom Wars, setting up, you know, a lot of stuff being out there as far as weapons, Tony Stark's weapons, you know, armor wars. You got to remember the 10 rings are out there. So I think there's a whole war that's been established and been put together for a very long time. I think Black Panther Wakanda Forever will be the kicking off point for Dr. Doom coming to. So I think it's 100% true.
Oh man, Lamont, he is confident. He said 100%. My brother, how you feeling about this? You at 100% too, or you on the complete opposite of that?
No, 100%, 140%. You kidding me? Who the hell do y'all think is giving Atuma his weapons? Atuma don't have weapons the way that they've kind of shown us in the story. Who do you think have pitted Atuma versus Namor? Who do you think has pitted all Atlanteans and underwater dwellers against Wakanda? It's got to be Dr. Doom. And as Elliot said so eloquently, they are shutting down this phase. And they are preparing to do all these stories that Doom is one of the main matriarchs in these different stories. Secret Wars. Doom even had a little run in the Secret Invasions as well. So it only makes sense that we're going to get him now. And with all that has come out, B. Avery, we just learned that Wolverine is going to be in the MCU and he's going to be played by Hugh Jackman. Why not go on ahead and slip this on into Black Panther along with some of the people from where Dr. Doom come from in that same meeting Elliot was speaking in? You've got to think, why is this movie almost 3 hours? They're laying groundwork. They're putting a foundation in place to catapult the story somewhere else in the lure of the MCU. And B. Avery, 100% we're going to see Doom's face, if not in the movie, in the post-credit, the same way they did Thanos when we first saw Avengers. 100%.
Interesting that, you know, I'm not tripping that you guys are confident that he's going to be there. Y'all are saying 100%. Like
book it. Book it.
I'm sorry. I'm just not convinced. I'm worried about this. I keep clicking the comments because I mean, look, I'm not saying that it's impossible to do. I mean, they crammed so much Infinity War and Endgame, you know, and but this right here, man, it's just so much. But I don't know. A post-credit scene may work, you know. That may work. I don't know. I don't know if it just seems like a lot. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it just seems like a lot. And it just seems like they're just throwing a bunch of speculation out there to get people excited to see the movie anyway. You know, that they could be doing that too. But I don't know. You was about to say something else.
A post credit would probably be the best way to go. I'm not going to try to speak for Elliot, but what I'm getting from Elliot is Doom himself doesn't have to be in the movie to have his presence in the movie.
Yep, right.
And just seeing him in the post credit would really make it all work because they've got so many things that they have to do with this movie besides Doom anyway. It would just be great to see it set up with he's got some people representing his country in it. They highlight and allude to a lot of things that's happening from behind the scenes because of him. And then in the post-credit, we get something similar to like we saw with the very first Avengers, where we see him spin around in a chair. He's standing on a mountain, whatever. He says what he needs to say. And this could also be a catapulting point for those that want to see T'Challa come back. We're going to wind up maybe seeing Black Panther come back. And even though they're saying what they're saying, I do believe T'Challa will be coming back. And if you're going to bring in Doom, this would be a great catapulting point to us to get ready to start seeing them recast that new T'Challa.
Right on. Okay. I mean, y'all are convincing me that because as long as he can just pop up in the post-credit scene, they're not even show his face, just sitting in his chair, his lair with his hands crossed like this, like it's Inspector Gadget, you know, and his cat or something. Was it Inspector Gadget? They never showed the villain. They always showed the cat in his hand.
Yes.
Something like that. A maniacal laugh. I don't even think Doom does that. I also want to know about Hugh Jackman coming as Wolverine. I'm confident that's not like a multi-film thing. I think that's just one and done with Deadpool 3, but I could be wrong. But man, y'all sound really confident about this, man. Yeah. What you think, Ellie? You think Hugh Jackman just coming back for Deadpool 3 or the whole MCU?
I wouldn't say the whole MCU, but I wouldn't be surprised if again, I think Secret Wars will be the biggest film we've ever seen. And I wouldn't be surprised if Hugh Jackman and Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, anyone that you can think of that's previously been in a X-Men, Fantastic Four, Marvel project would. Hell, Wesley Snipes might be in, Secret Wars. You never know. I think they're gonna pull out all the punches, man.
Right on. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, guys, this is not coming from toysrestupid.com. This is the Hollywood Reporter, and so they wouldn't put this out here unless they was confident about it. So there's a link down to this in the description box below. Wakanda forever leaves door open for a classic villain and we're talking about that one of the smartest people in the world, that Mr. Dr. Doom. Again, let us know what you think in the comment section. We are all dying to know. Well, guys, we have one more topic to go. One topic left before we head out of here, and we get to go talk about them dragons. I still got to get caught up myself. We're talking about Henry Cavill right there, possibly coming back, but in what film? I'm super duper excited about it, but we're going to talk about it. And this is the 8th topic of the day, coming from the direct.com. Henry Cavill Superman sequel reportedly now in development. What? Henry Cavill and his fans have been advocating for his return as DC's Superman for a long time, but it isn't until now that it seems the Man of Steel star may actually grab the cape from his closet and don the red and blue tights once again in the sequel to the Superman film. Now, many rumors have suggested that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has heard a cry from fans that want Cavill in the DCEU, constantly teasing that Superman will appear in his upcoming Black Adam movie, similar to how the two heroes met at the end of DC's League of Super Pets. I did not see that movie. Y'all let me know if you saw it. But Man of Steel 2 sequel, Henry Cavill reportedly returns, and former Birth of Movies Death Editor-in-Chief Industry Insider David Ferrasi revealed on his Marvel Vision podcast that some behind-the-scenes evidence suggests that Warner Brothers is making another Superman movie with Henry Cavill due to Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's negotiations. When asked to give more details, he explains that Johnson went hard, full court press on Warner Brothers and made them go to Henry Cavill, stating that Black Adam actor is facilitating a new deal with Henry Cavill, including a new Superman movie. Here it is right here. I got some more information about this. It's not like specific. It's all behind the scenes stuff that I thought was kind of fascinating, which is that the reason why Henry Cavill has returned in Superman and Black Adam is because The Rock demanded it. Like, he went hard, full court press on Warner Brothers and made them go to Henry Cavill, and they had to sign a new deal with Henry Cavill, including saying that they were going to develop a new Superman movie, and this was all because The Rock insisted. My goodness gracious, I would be happy about this if it went down, but I'm going to come to you, Lamont. How are you feeling about this? Do you want Henry Cavill to come back? Do you think this is just a rumor? Will he begin his own movie, or will he be popping up in Black Adam? Let me know, my brother. The floor is yours.
First, let me just say, big shout out to your outstanding fans, B. Avery. Your fans bring the same level of energy we attempt to exude to them. They're doing an outstanding job of commenting, sharing, subscribing to everyone you bring on the show, and sending you outstanding super chats tonight. You guys rock. You make it inspiring for us to get up here and put on this great entertainment. And if you haven't liked this video for B. Avery, please do so really, really quick. Man,
Thank
does
you, bro.
great
Appreciate
work.
it. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm excited for this, B. Avery. You know, I haven't been the biggest fan of Henry Cavill, but I've learned that behind the scenes, him and The Rock have become good friends. They have.
Yes.
They start working out together. The Rock loved the films he's been playing as Superman. And when I went back and looked at the very first Superman Henry Cavill was in, it took me 2 or 3 times, but I started to like him. I loved him and Ben Affleck in Batman versus Superman, and then in the Justice League. So I do believe these rumors. I do believe they was about to shut the door down, and Rock stepped in with his royal WWE brow and said, if you don't hire this man, I might step. And Rock has been clamoring for them two to be on screen. Rock, believe it or not, B. Avery, is a huge, huge fan of Shazam and the cartoon animation that was done where you had Black Adam versus Superman and Shazam is what Rock wants to be source material. He put it up on one of his workouts one day. So do I believe it? Yep. Do I want to see a Henry Cavill movie come out before this? I kind of do, because I want to see Henry Cavill as Superman a little bit more edgy to take on Black Adam the way Black Adam looks like he's going to be in this lure. And I would love to see some kind of post-credit with Superman saying, the only God, you're not the only God in this lure, and Superman pops up in his black suit. Man, that would just do my day, B. Avery.
I love it. I love the energy, man. I love the energy. And Elliot, I'm passing it to you, and I'm just adding this right here. However, Ferrasi reiterated once more that he learned Warner Brothers is working on Henry Cavill Superman movie. Not only is Henry Cavill going to be in Black Adam, my understanding is that they're working on a Henry Cavill Superman movie as well. That's wonderful if that's true. Elliot, how do you feel about all this?
Lamont, you almost broke my damn heart, man, when you say you didn't like Henry Cavill as Superman, because he is the GOAT in my eyes. The man embodies, you talked about embodied earlier as far as like the characteristics of these iconic comic book characters. I think he is the perfect Superman. For many reasons, but that's a whole nother conversation for another day. Yeah, I think this makes 100% sense. The Rock is the only person in Hollywood that can make this move as far as like Warner Brothers, y'all better get this together or else I'm, you know, taking my talents elsewhere, maybe with Marvel. But it makes sense because I know Superman, the first one, Man of Steel, only made almost $600 million. And of course, we know BVS. He was kind of background in that and the debacle, the mustache debate and all that stuff with Justice League. But through all that, man, Henry Cavill has consistently said he wants to make a proper Superman film. He doesn't disrespect Zack Snyder because I actually love Man of Steel. I think it's one of the best projects from the DC universe. But he wants to give us more of that classic Superman, hopeful story, and I think he has not only the sensibilities to do so, but I think he needs to do it because he is just such a perfect actor for this role. So I think it makes 100% sense that we will be probably seeing him in a couple weeks in Black Adam, just setting that stage up. And listen, Shazam, Zachary Levi, no disrespect, he's gonna need as much help as he can to take on Black Adam, because right now, from what we've seen from Shazam 1 and the trailer for Shazam 2, they're not even in the same league. So he's gonna need Superman to help him get on the same levels of Black Adam, and I would love to see that crossover event. But after we get the Black Adam appearance, give me my Man of Steel 2, and then make that crossover event happen. But I think as a DC fan, Lamont and Brandon, everyone in chat, is making me happy that we're getting, the world is starting to come together. It's been a very, 2013 is when this universe kicked off, and it has been a heart just breaking to be a fan for the last almost 10 years. But I'm hopeful that things will get put together in an announcement like this with Henry coming back and a Superman. I think that's good things for the DC ECU.
Right on. Elliot, thank you for that, man. And before I give my commentary, bro, I know you got to head out of here for your special House of the Dragon watch along and epic recap party. And so if you have enough time, man, you can give your final goodbyes and shout yourself out and pub yourself, man. But Elliot, I want to thank you for being here, bro. I do appreciate it. And I'm very, very proud of you, man. Your channel is growing rapidly fast. You're about to hit that 4K, not 4K, 40K. And so that's what's up right there, man. But thank you for being here, man. And what you got going on next, and how can people find you?
Well, Lamont, it's always good seeing you, man. Of course,
same, my brother.
To be on here to chat DC, Marvel, and everything in between. And again, like Lamont said, the community you've built over here, Brandon, is nothing short of amazing. So shout out to your chat. Yeah, guys, in about 4 minutes, we'll be going live to talk some House of the Dragons. We'll be having our watch party as we do every week. And I'm hearing some good things about this episode, as not as if the rest of the 7 episodes have been fantastic. I'm hearing that this is the best episode of the series so far. We still got 2 episodes left. So I'm very excited to be watching the episode with you all tonight. And then we'll have our after show at 9:30, breaking it all down. So hopefully we will see you guys in a bit.
All right. Well, Elliot, again, man, thank you so much for tuning in, my brother. And I will see you next time, man. You have a good night.
All right, guys. Take care.
Right. Peace.
All right, brother.
Yes, Lamont is crazy. He's doing that. I still need to finish episode 6. I still haven't finished episode 6 yet. Yeah, I'm a little behind. I'm gonna get caught up by tomorrow night. And so, guys, that's Elliot. And again, he is in my description on my channel tab as well. But going back to, this news right here with Henry Cavill possibly popping up in Black Adam and Man of Steel. Yes, this just seems like common sense. It doesn't make sense to why The Rock had to fight for this anyway. Why would you not want, like, come on, like, some of this stuff just seemed like it'd be common sense, like obvious. Like, I don't get it, bro. I don't get it, man. It's beyond me. It's really beyond me. This is a no-brainer.
They started souring on all the comic stuff, including the animation, over the last couple of years. For whatever reason, there was a fallout behind the scenes with Henry Cavill. They wasn't all that thrilled that he was doing his deal with Netflix for that property he was doing over there. They was just lukewarm on him until The Rock stepped in and said, look, if we're going to do this, we're going to do it, and this is what I need. And I'm happy he said Henry Cavill is something that I need, because the two, they seem to have good friendship. I mean, you working out with The Rock, and the dude can lift all God loads amount of weight. And so Henry Cavill's putting himself through hanging with The Rock, working out. I'm sure there's some good friendship and camaraderie that has been built. Translate that to on the screen being against each other, B. Avery. And I think DC could be finally getting the universe that they've been begging for started with Black Adam.
Yes, I'm here for it, man. And it's right around the corner. It's not this coming Friday, but next Friday, bro. Less than 2 weeks. It is going down. I would play the trailer again, but Warner Brothers, they be copywriting, and I don't feel like going through all of that. But before we head out of here, man, I just got a couple of super chats that I want to hit real quick. Coming from the Miss Lovely Karma Serene, ma'am. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. Where we at right here? Where we at? Thank you, man. 499 late, but I made it. Good evening, B and chat fam. Thank you so much, Karma. I do appreciate it. You've been here for the longest. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We also got the Wakandan Forever for $5. Thank you. I saw Black Panther in college, and now I'm as a first-year teacher. Congrats. I respect teachers. I am going to take my 4th grade class to see Wakanda Forever. That's what's up. And just because of that, we're going to play the outro song on the way out. Thank you, Wakanda Forever. I do appreciate that. And another one, God, you know, gave me $1,011 today. I really appreciate it. My goodness gracious. Yes, the Wakanda Forever, $75. Thank you. Been a while, B. It has. Good to be back. Wakanda Forever. And man, it has. Thank you so much to Wakanda Forever. I really do appreciate it. That really means the world to me. And for real, you guys are keeping the lights on over here and keeping me going, because the dream one day is to do this full time. So I don't have to work, you know, for anybody else. I can just work for myself and provide you guys content. And the more I grow with numbers and views and subscribers and comments and dollars, you know, I get closer to that reality. So I really do appreciate that. But guys, that is going to conclude the movie news roundup today. We are out of topics. So thank you so much for tuning in to the movie news roundup show number 79. I do appreciate it. And again, if you're watching this via live or on the replay, there is links to everything in the description box of this video. I'm coming to you on YouTube right now, youtube.com/justmyopinionreviews, twitch.com/justmyopinionreviews. Still do not have my Facebook back, but help me out. Email me if you're an expert, and you can follow me and Lamont on social media. And I learned from this man right here. I took a page out of his book. Not only am I on YouTube and Twitch right now, I'm also have the audio only forms of the podcast as well of the show. And so there's a link to that in the description. And I am on all of these audio outlets right here: Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeart, Amazon, video and audio. It's in the description. It's on my about page on my channel. Look, I'm gonna share my screen right here. That's the about page. Look at all that right there. It's right there. So it's just really convenient for you. And so yeah, make sure you check all that out and give me a thumbs up before you head out of here. Lamont, I want to thank you for coming through, bro. I appreciate it. I love your energy, your passion, and your commentary. I really do appreciate it, man. It means the world when y'all, the little notification, boop, you know, goes off and I see y'all down there. But man, before we head out of here and head on to them dragons, man, what you got going on your channel for the good people to enjoy out there?
I'll be doing a live review tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern to recap what just happened on Power. It was crazy. Yes. And all I can say is we'll make comments about who we think is going to be in trouble next week. I will be putting my review up for House of the Dragon. This episode is coming on tonight. I have that up tomorrow. And then I'll be going live doing the House of Review with the whole Valerian Targaryen crew. And if you guys are lucky, you might see the Hood Targaryen with his fire and ice, but a knife. And that'll be Tuesday night.
Right on, right on. That's what's up right there. That's what's up. And so, yeah, tomorrow he's going to be going live at 8 p.m. CST. That's my time, 8 p.m. CST, 9 p.m. EST his time. But I'm gonna be going live tomorrow at 6 p.m. So 2 hours before him for my Power recap. I saw the episode, and like he said, it was great, but I wasn't able to recap it because I was behind. You know, I talked about my setback that I had earlier at the beginning of the show. And so, yeah, I will be going live tomorrow at 6 p.m. CST for this latest episode of Raising Kanan. And also the next videos that you're going to see from me. Of course, I'm going to clip everything we talked about tonight. But I also did watch, and recap the first episode of the new Jeffrey Dahmer documentary that just dropped this Friday. Not the one that came out a couple of weeks ago, but a new one came out this past Friday on Netflix. And it has to do with the unheard audio tapes that never been released to the public. And so it was very interesting. So I recorded that earlier today. That'll be posted sometime tomorrow. At the latest, it will be posted Tuesday morning. And yeah, so make sure you follow me on all the audio stuff and all that, like the audio only podcast. But guys, again, I just want to thank you so much for tuning in. And before you go, don't forget that I'm B. Avery, that's Lamont, and that's just our opinion. Peace out, and we'll see you next time.
Save T'Challa, we need a recast. Chat would agree, and I truly believe that. Stories untold, I pray that we get to unfold. Don't kill him, we don't need to see that. A black man is king, I think that it's crucial. If not for the grown-ups, the kids should move you. Representation, let it multiply. Stop telling the stories, how legacies die. We can explore the world of Wakanda by addition and not replacement. 1.3 billion, how was that? And I'm making a statement. Being pigeonholed to a role like there could be only one is deflating. Man, it's a mindset that ain't died yet, cause the lack of seeing our faces. Shuri can be the queen of the nation. Women should feast. We want elevation. Now wouldn't it be dope if they rose up together without doing something as cold as erasing them? We got respect for Ryan and Nate. They doing their best. They stuck in the middle, but I hope they think about what is at stake. Don't rush it, but please let the saga continue. Doubling down on Black Death is a trope we no longer want to handle. Wakanda forever, T'Challa forever. It's never been about the man. So what is we saying? This ain't about Phantom and getting my way. It's all for the love. It's not for the hate. No matter what people are trying to say, recast T'Challa. Recast T'Challa.